involved.
Hello, and welcome to Sports by Compion. My name, of course, is Stephen Compion, and I'm your host. And we are here for Combat Sports Edition. And for that, we bring in our UFC expert, our guy who watches the other people punch each other in the head and has analysis, has thoughts about it. Christopher Compion is back on the show. How are you, Chris?
Fantastic. Any better? I couldn't stand it.
Wow. That's excellent. That's excellent. We're happy to have you. Another UFC event is in the cards. Some other shenanigans took place in the fight world in general. Controversy. People angry in the bald one. We're going to get to all of it. Make sure you're liking and subscribing to the content. It's real important stuff.
And happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. We are
really should be a little more Halloween orientated here, but we're not. What are you going to do?
We don't even have candy for the kids come knocking.
You know what?
I meant to stop.
Do I have a silly hat around I can put on?
Do you have candy anywhere, Chris, in case any kids come and knock on the door? I'm really not prepared for it. But I think they're going to go to a better, richer neighborhood, hopefully. I'm not prepared for if, they want to.
All right.
They want candy.
Check it out. I have my dog's hat. I will try to cover my baldness with my dog's hat.
I love that. I also have a hat too. I'm going to tell you what. You go ahead and kick this off. We were talking about UFC. It happened.
Yes.
UFC 308 is in the books. Let me grab my hat while you break all the people into this, Chris.
Fantastic. So let's get right into the main event, title fight. Ilia Touria defending his title for the first time against Max Holloway, the perennial contender. You know, like Volk beat him 3 times, but he was given 3 title fights against Volk. So, he got knocked out in the 3rd round, which Max has never been knocked out before.
Well, we're hopping right to the main one,
that's ever dropped him. The only person that dropped him is Gagey. With a shot to the top of his head, he knocked Max down. That was funny. He talked about it on Rogan's podcast. But yeah, that's his only knockdown. He's never been knocked out before. And Ilia Touria did it with a left hook, which, in the words of our boy Brendan Schaub, the left hook is so hot right now.
So hot right now.
And so nice title defense for Ilia Touria. He's an interesting fella. So, in the American fan media, he's very arrogant and going the Conor route. Like his tattoos are also almost Conor-esque. It's interesting, but anyway. But then, in Spanish media and, when he's talking to Georgians, he's a lot more of the humble, dedicated martial artist. So
he knows how to play both sides then. He's getting the home crowd on his side, but he's also playing to the American audience.
He realizes the Americans aren't going to be behind him, which as an American fan, I wanted Max to fucking sleep him. So it is what it is. Apparently he gets the game. So
good for him. Definitely understands the game.
Absolutely. He's got a bright future. He's only 27.
Jeez.
And he wrecked Volk. No one's done that to Volk. He wrecked Max. No one's done that to Max. He's apparently a special fighter, so it should be fun to watch his career.
Nice, man.
But it looks like it's gonna be what's that?
He's built like a fucking savage, dude. Look at this guy.
Oh yeah, no doubt. The lad's in shape.
It's crazy. He's kind of a lesser known champion.
Yes, he's in shape, but Max had range on him. I think Max belongs more at 55.
The 45?
He's got that longer frame that he can kind of fill out. But anyway.
Interesting. So yeah, because I feel like he's kind of a lesser known champion as far as, a casualist UFC fan. I've heard of Max Holloway for a lot longer than I've heard of
Yes,
this
of
guy.
course. Max Holloway's been in the game for a minute. Ela kind of just came, ripping up the rankings, just, wrecking fools. Yeah.
Must be crazy, dude, watching some of these champs, watching
Oh,
these guys
dude,
just
he's in
absolutely
his
rip through everybody on
prime.
their way
I
up to
bet
you.
you he'll rule the division for a few years.
Nice. Good for him. Well, Robert Whitaker with his sick-ass beard. Some guy told me I look like Robert Whitaker, and I'll take that, man. Because he's
Yeah,
got the
you know
Batman
what? I
hugger.
can kind of see that.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
dude. Whitaker, our boy Bobby Knuckles, he's obviously a savage. He came up through the Australian Ultimate Fighter, the Smashes, I think they called it. Whatever. My point being, the dude earned his way into the UFC. He's been the champ. He's he's fought for the belt multiple times. He's legit as they come, Whitaker. He's a bad motherfucker. And Chimaev, dude, in the first round, like, without getting touched, just, like, takes him down and, going for the rear naked choke. He doesn't sink it under the neck. He's just got it across Whitaker's jaw, and he squeezes so hard and fast. Like, Whitaker tapped like almost immediately, dude, because Chimaev had caved in his lower teeth. Like, he had gotten the like bone on his forearm like against Whitaker's teeth and squeeze so hard and fast, like not even trying to get under the chin, just looking to fucking crank his jaw, and caved in his teeth.
Fuck.
It was wild, dude. First round, just like,
Killed the poor guy, huh?
total domination. So that's pretty incredible. He can do that to Robert Whitaker, dude. A former champion. So obviously Dricus du Plessis is all like, yeah, give me that guy. I want to fight that guy. So that's fun. That kind of performance over Whitaker does catapult you into a title shot, probably.
Wow.
Yeah. So
it was a good day for the guys with big beards coming from Eastern Europe and such.
Yeah,
dude.
it was a good day for the Medovs and not so much for the American fans, I could say. Anyway, so Uncle Liev gets tossed our boy Rakic, who, as we know, just got his ass handed to him by the Polish Samurai.
Oh damn! 2 losses in a row there, Rocket.
He's actually on a
like
3-fight win skid, 3-fight loss.
Oh no, the Volvo doesn't even like that.
It's
even
more
less.
serious than that. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. So anyway, Uncle Liev was favored. He was supposed to win. He's a bad motherfucker. And this was pretty much just him cementing his spot to challenge Pereira for the belt. But that being said, this kind of stuff puts a lot of pressure, when you're favored that hard, and it's like, here you go, bro, go have like a great performance, and then you can call out the champ. And Rakic's game, he definitely won the first round. And I think his corner told him he won the second, but by the third he was pretty tired. Anyway, so Uncle Liev won by decision, and did what he was supposed to do: win, dominate, and he'll probably get his title shot. He'll probably get Pereira next.
I wouldn't want to fight that guy. He has a scary Lincoln type beard. Makes me uncomfortable. Makes me real nervous.
Bro, the Lincoln beards are terrifying these days.
They're really scary, dude.
I bet a lot of UFC fighters are having nightmares about motherfuckers with no mustaches.
I'm telling you, man, if you're out there in a bar and you're about to maybe try to fight a guy because he spilled a drink on you and he has a Lincoln beard, just take the L, bro.
No,
just take the L. Move it along. Don't mess with
Right,
those guys with
especially if
Lincoln
he's
beards.
got some kind of weird accent you can't
Yeah.
quite place.
Eastern or something. You're like, what? Is that Russian? Is that
Do not
Georgia?
fuck with the
Is
guy
that
with the weird
Romania?
accent.
Doesn't matter. If he has a Lincoln beard, an Eastern accent, European accent, keep him moving.
Sketchy stuff.
Sketchy stuff.
Yeah. And
Anyway.
so Leron Murphy, he's an undefeated Brit. He's definitely making his way up the rankings. He's impressive, dude. Like, Dan Ige is not an easy fight for anybody. Dan Ige is a tough, hard bastard, and he's legit. And it was a good back and forth fight. Like, but Lerone did enough dominating to pull out the win. So he continues his undefeated streak, which is excellent for him. A lot of good fighters coming out of England these days.
Nice.
Like, England they used to be known as like the dudes who couldn't wrestle. Nowadays, they're well rounded.
And then of course the one-eyed Russian.
Oh yeah, Shara Bullet, the pirate. Dude. So this was a good fight for as long as it lasted. Like, Petrosian, like, he brought it. He's no bitch. But Shara, dude, like, he loves kicking. He's like kicking like some dudes throw jabs. He's got like a karate type style. He's got a really sweet head of hair and beard. Like, the whole ginger look is kind of sweet.
Another Lincoln beard guy.
Yes, a lot of Medovs, because this is Abu Dhabi, dude. Like, a lot of these guys, like Kamaev, this guy in particular, he can't fight in the States because he won't get medically cleared with one blind eye.
Which crazy.
Yeah, which that side of that eye ended up getting quite fucked up. Like, he ate a few shots over there. Like I said, Petrosian gave it a game whirl. But so he gets Shara gets a walk-off KO with a double spinning back fist. So, like, he's spinning back fist with the right, and the dude blocks it, and so he uses the momentum to swing back around and just throw one from the other side.
That's crazy.
And fucking knocks him silly, dude. And, like, doesn't even follow him down to the ground, just, like, walks away. Shit was cool as hell.
He's a pirate. That's cool. I like that guy.
Yeah. He's a lot of fun. He apparently just recently filmed some movie where he plays the villain.
Of course he does. He looks exactly like
Oh my god, dude. He's perfect for it.
Yeah.
What's cool, dude, is, like, a lot of these MMA guys are getting roles in movies. Like, Connor just did Roadhouse. We talked about that. Alex Pereira, he got a role in some movie where he's like some kind of serial killer. And of course,
I mean, they're dangerous, scary-looking guys. It makes sense.
Yeah. And then we got our boy Keith Jardine, the Dean of Mean.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude,
he's been in there for a while.
He just lurks around Hollywood. Like, anytime like there's a show where you need like some hard henchman looking motherfucker, there's the Dean of Mean throwing hands. Dude, he's awesome. I love it when Keith Jardine pops up in like a Netflix show. I'm like, fuck yeah, the Dean of Mean is here.
And he usually dies. It's good times.
Yeah, whatever. It's all good stuff.
Anyway, so the pirate takes care of business. Anything to say about any of these prelims here?
There was one. I think it's it's this top one, the last one here. The last of the prelims one was a real savage fight. But of course the
this one.
Yeah. Of course, the Medov just wrecked this poor Brazilian dude. Just ran through him. Like, this poor man flew all the way from Brazil to take like a fucking wrecking. Poor fella.
Poor bastard.
Anyway, yeah, so he got him the Medov got himself a nice little highlight reel. It was the Medov's night. They were in, their place. I gotta say, they kind of defended home turf better than the Mexicans, but what are you gonna do?
Oh, Mexico!
Oh, Shizer.
But
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
look at
there's
this
our boy
fucking
Chris
hair, Kenny.
Barnett.
Dude, Chris,
Yeah,
you look
yeah.
a little out of
Geez,
shape, Chris.
Chris.
I'm not gonna lie. Chris.
Yeah. So
Damn, dude, this guy was favored by negative 750. That's insane. So you have
I
to,
know, yeah.
that's
And
crazy.
like he somehow like sprained a ACL or some bullshit in the fight, so he was compromised pretty quick and just got wrecked. Like it wasn't his night.
Sorry, Chris, you flew that far to get wrecked.
Yeah. The fates weren't kind to the Chris's.
This guy has a really
And
cool
so,
mustache.
the rest of this was kind of like a lot of decisions and stuff. Not super impressive fights. Like the bonuses all got handed out on the main
Dude, look
card.
at this guy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, they could put all these guys in a movie as like the generic bad guys, and I would buy it. I'd be like, yeah, I believe it all. Chris Barnett could be like one of the
Absolutely,
henchmen bosses that's like, I don't want to do a lot of work, okay? Go take care of that for me. Yeah, dude, I could definitely see it, buy it. I'm here for it.
Exactly. So, while we're still on the UFC stuff, a little bit of non-fighting drama. Teehee, Nina Drama, who kind of does the embedded and like makes content where like her boobs are out and she's talking to fighters about things unrelated to her boobs, but they're there anyway.
Right.
So she
as they should be. As they should be.
Right. Of course.
Right,
So she got let go from the organization. So she must have somehow got on the wrong side of the bald one.
No.
Yep. Unfortunately for her. You know what though? She'll be fine. I think she's been in Playboy and she probably has a big enough following on her own social media. And she kind of made her fame off, being the UFC girl for long enough. So she'll be just fine. Don't worry about our girl Nina.
I was worried, but it's good to know that she'll probably be okay.
Yeah, no, she should be fine.
All right, excellent.
So, moving on to our buddy Francis Ngannou over there in the PFL, where he got paid $2 million for his first fight, and his second fight he made $8 million, and his opponent Ferreira seems there seems to be a lot of pretty common names in Brazil. Ferreira's kind of one of them. Anyway, Silva's a lot of Silvas. Anyway, so
Ronaldo.
Yeah, so Francis's opponent got $2 million for this fight, which is nice since, dude, it was like a late stoppage. Like Francis takes this dude down like almost immediately. Like this guy is huge. Like he has to be the biggest dude competing in MMA right now. So massive fucking guy. It makes Francis look short.
Wow.
Yeah. So Francis immediately takes him down and is just like throwing these like nukes, just like nuking him from, just, and knocks him out on like the third one. The dude's like asleep and gives him another handful, like another few before the ref like finally gets up off his lawn chair and wanders over and is like, hey, leave that poor man alone. He's had enough. And the guy's like already 4 stops down on the train to La La Land.
No.
Yeah, no, it was bad, dude. Like he took some serious brain damage. He didn't have to.
Ouch.
Anyway, so shame on that ref. I forget his name exactly, but he can kick rocks, that loser.
He doesn't sound like he's very good at his job.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's good for Francis, except that it only sold 10,000 pay-per-views, which only came out to 500,000. 500,000 is all they made on pay-per-view. And so.
That's not a lot.
But you know what? PFL just kind of has a habit of losing money. I think they're like, I've heard of these weirdos called pay pigs, who are some derivative of people that like being dominated. They just like having their money taken from them. I think that's PFL's kink. Is they just like giving away money. Yeah. So there you go. PFL is kinky. What can I say?
Damn PFL. Just got called out on your kinks of apparently losing money. Sad times. Sad times.
Tisk.
Tisk. We will point and laugh. Be sure of that. Christopher, is there anything else you'd like to tell the world of sports psychology at large about, the fight world?
Not so much about the fight world, but what's interesting is I wouldn't mind dropping another bow on Boeing. So the fine folks over at Boeing, remember how they've had a great year murdering?
Oh yeah, they've had a really good year for sure.
Yeah.
Those pesky whistleblowers, dude. Whistleblowers are the worst.
I know. We got to kill them. Anyway, in their cars, no less. But anyway, so
accident
so Boeing's like space shuttle that dropped these two astronauts up at the space station, it malfunctions, and so they send it back home. They send it off empty, and these people are just stranded there. And Elon Musk says he'll pick them up, so he goes up and collects these guys. And the thing is NASA, the way they do it when they fire off a rocket, like the part that drops off, which costs billions and billions and billions of taxpayer dollars, that's just garbage, dude. Yeah. Elon's robot like catches the fucking discarded part and reuses it.
Makes sense.
It's crazy, dude. It's almost like you can do things efficiently when you're not just happy to waste the taxpayers' money.
What? Hold on. Now you're getting crazy, okay? This is not a conspiracy show, Chris. This is the MMA show. Using the taxpayer dollars is the government always has our best interest in heart. Okay,
and that's what's fun about us conspiracy whack jobs is we'll come in and start talking to you about like, ooh, fights, ooh, don't you like watching people punch each other? By the way, Boeing's killing people.
Also, your taxpayer dollars.
By the way, have you heard of Bohemian Grove? They do weird shit over there.
Your tax dollars are wasted, by the way.
Yeah, guess what? Not everything's on the up and up.
What? Well, anyway, in this turbulent time with very exciting things happening on Tuesday, Chris, we are keeping it sports around here. How it has to be. We're keeping our blinders on. Gotta keep our blinders on, as Pat McAfee says.
No, it's fine. I've taken my shot at Boeing. I'm good.
That was beautiful. Love to hear it. Love to see it. Thank you for coming on, Chris. Sports Psychology fans, continue to like and subscribe to our content. We appreciate it. We appreciate you, and we appreciate Boeing.